Hello, hello. I'm just going to check that live. Perfect, perfect. I think we are live. Just sharing it in my media. I hope you all doing well. Just a moment. We will share everywhere we can to help the world. Just take a comfortable position. If you have water near you, that will be great. Um, And we are live. Thank you for being here, either live or if you are on the recording. I thank you for taking the time for something that I hope benefits you, hope benefits those that are around you, that love you, that your community, your families, and it creates ripple effect in the world. There's so much happening in the world, and I'm not going to delve into that too much because I want to be the healing the main part of today. But there's so much going on within families, financially, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, politically, in the world. There's so much that sometimes we just need to calibrate our nervous system. I believe we have all these bodies stacked on top of each other. So we have the physical body, we have the emotional body, we have the mental body, we have the energetic body, the spiritual body, and they're all stacked on top of each other. So when one is in pain or not moving correctly, it affects the others. How many times you might be stressed, you might be having a lot of mental workload, and that becomes a headache. How many times you're nervous, your gut system like is telling you something and you're going against it, and it becomes a digestive issue or something even worse, an ulcer or something worse. So sometimes we need to take care of things before they become too big for us to handle, or it affects all our bodies, and the nervous system is one of them. I was feeling a lot of emotions this weekend, from the highest highs, from a beautiful meeting with some friends, creating a vision board, to the lowest lows when I watched the news that was happening in US. So my nervous system went, and in the last 2 days, I was asking my divine team, how do I show up? How do I help others? And the message I got is do what you know how to do. Do a healing, help people calibrate the nervous system, help people soothe the nervous system so it doesn't affect them in a bigger way. And so they can be there to take action, they can be there to love, to show compassion for those around them. So here we are today. If you don't know me, I'm Pooja Mahtani. I have a lot of titles. I have a lot of certifications. I do Akashic records, I do Reiki, I do intuitive energy healing. I'm a medium, I'm a psychic. But what I like to call myself is soul activator, because my purpose is during this workshop, during this healing, during a one-on-one session, during a retreat, during anything I work with you, my goal is that you leave feeling stronger, feeling clearer, feeling lighter, and feeling with a spark in your soul, something that makes you feel like that you have a purpose to wake up, you have a purpose to move on, you have something to do or something to give. So I hope today is healing. I hope today is um, is soothing for your nervous system. And we will do this healing in I mix a lot of different things. As I said, I have different techniques or modalities that I practice. I'm going to mix it, and I'm going to be a channel for whatever the divine, my divine team wants to offer to the world. But one thing they're telling me before we start with the energy healing, there's certain things we can do when we feel paralyzed. So, what it means when our nervous system is not calibrated kind of is when you are in fight, flight, or freeze mode, right? We used to be in fight or flight in our the original story of the humankind, right? Like we needed to be aware of animals, we needed to be aware of danger. So our nervous system showed up to be awake. so we can be aware of what is in our surrounding instead of going to sleep. In the modern days, this nervous system shoot up. We are not taking action sometimes we are, but sometimes we are not, and that gets bottled up in our system, in our body, and then it makes you freeze. Sometimes it makes you feel depressed, it makes you feel anxious, it makes you feel you nervous, and we don't have an outlet to do that. So there's some few simple techniques that you can do, that you can do at any point when you feel nervous, when you feel like you're in fight or flight mode, when you're in freeze mode. And one of them is just caressing your body, making you like kind of hugging yourself, touching. Because when we feel something physical, our mind kind of says, oh, what I'm feeling. It kind of stops thinking of what they were thinking, and it starts feeling like, oh, I'm it feels good. Am I safe? Who's touching me? Oh, it feels good or it feels not good. Like it just disconnects your brain. Another thing you can do is movement, jumping, dancing, cleaning, doing an action, something physical to take all that energy that's bottled up out. Taking an action, maybe not related to what you are in fight or flight mode, but taking an action in another way so your body doesn't feel paralyzed. So there's a lot of techniques you can do. You can do box breathing, right? Like meditating. But sometimes those take a moment because you're like, I don't feel like meditating right now. I don't feel like being calm. I just want to do something. Do something, even if it looks small. Do something in your home. Do something with your family. Do something with your community. There's no big or small. Revolution starts with 1,000 small, tiny acts, small, tiny decisions. Everything, even if it seems the smallest thing, it creates a ripple effect, right? It keeps on growing, it keeps growing momentum. So even if it's calming your nervous system, being there for your loved ones, that is helpful. So without further ado, I want to take a moment to thank you for being here, for taking the time, and also for prioritizing yourself. Something that was coming in the last few days is the oxygen mask in the planes. When you're in a plane and they're telling you the safety measurements, they always say, put your oxygen mask first before you help your kids, before you help others. Why? Because if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't care of others, right? If your nervous system, if your physical body, emotional well being, mental is not in a calibrated mode, and it doesn't have to be calibrated always, but if it's like shooting up or down, you can't be of help. How many people are in rage mode, right? And instead of helping a situation, they escalate it or they make it worse. So you have to help first yourself. I want to encourage you to do this as many times as you need. And I want you to invite you to share it in your communities, with your friends, with your family, with someone you know that is struggling. We are here to help each other. There's no, what I'm seeing is like there's no one leader that's going to save, there's no one guru, there's no one savior, right? It's the people, it's the communities, is we are all here to help each other. Yeah, sometimes I need a reminder, sometimes you need a reminder. We are here to help each other, to share with others, not because I know it all, but because maybe what I'm sharing might help them. Maybe it might not resonate with you, but maybe it will resonate with someone else. Share it to heal the community, to heal hearts, to heal nervous systems, to heal the world, to send love to the world, so we can then find pockets of hope, pockets of faith, pockets of love, right? That's all we can ask for. Feel calibrated enough that we can find these pockets of hope, faith, love, light. Okay, so I want you to take a moment, gently close your eyes, and notice your breathing. Don't try to change it, don't judge it, just notice it. You're not trying to change the speed or the depth. You're just saying hello to your body, being present with your body. And our body is intelligent. Sometimes all it needs is to pay attention to it so it knows what to do. To be kind to our body, to be kind to what we are feeling, to be compassionate with ourselves. Sometimes we feel so much compassion for others, but we don't feel it for ourselves. So just take a moment, being present with your body. Maybe if you feel like, touch gently your arms, like hugging yourself to calm your body, to tell it it's safe to calm down for a moment, that you're okay. And we are creating this parenthesis, leaving behind everything I was talking about, everything that's happening during your day, and leaving aside everything we are going to do after. Just being present in the now with our own body, with our breathing, with our energy, with our nervous system, with our heart. And I want you to take now 3 deep breaths in, just anchoring even more your body, your feelings. And I want you to now imagine from the feet, from the bottom of your feet, roots coming out, like the roots of a tree, passing through the floor where you are, passing through all the layers of the building where you might be, connecting to Mother Earth, going deeper and deeper and deeper through all the crushes of Mother Earth until it reaches the center of the earth. The center of the earth is like a ball of fire. We are going to allow these roots to hook up into this ball of fire. And as it hooks up, it's creating this channel between your feet and Mother Earth, kind of giving you permission to rest on Mother Earth, to be supported by Mother Earth, to be nurtured and feeling stable with Mother Earth. Knowing that she's holding you, knowing that she has you supported. I want you to notice now your root chakra. So the root chakra is below the tailbone. For women, is in the front of the body. And I want you to imagine this root chakra. The root chakra, chakras are energy points where we receive and give energy. And the root chakra represents safety, groundness, stability. And we want to feel safe. We want to make you feel safe, feel grounded, feel stable. So I want you to imagine that the root chakra, maybe you see it as a dot of light. And this dot starts growing and growing and growing in spiral mode, growing and growing. And as it grows, roots are coming out from there, roots of a tree coming out, passing through your clothes, passing through where you're sitting, passing through the floor where you are, passing through all the layers of the building where you might be, connecting to Mother Earth, going deeper and deeper and deeper through all the crushes of Mother Earth until it reaches the center of the earth. And we are going to allow these roots to also hook up into the center of the earth. And this channel is supporting us. is grounding us, is keeping us safe, but is also going to allow us to release anything that we are ready to release, any emotions, any thoughts, any beliefs, any physical symptoms, any mental, energetic, anything that no longer serves you. And what I mean by no longer serves you, it doesn't mean that's good or bad. Those are labels we put. It just means you no longer need to carry it. Maybe it kept you safe until yesterday. Maybe it was something that was valid until yesterday. But now, moving forward, you no longer need to carry it. And that could be a belief or a thought or a pattern. It could be the emotions that an experience is bringing to you. It could be just an overwhelming physical sense of tiredness, exhaustion. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to feel nervous. It's okay to feel exhausted. It's okay to feel heartbroken. What is not okay is to hold on to it for too long. If I give you a glass of water and I tell you, hold it for 30 seconds above your head, it's easy. You will do it. No big deal. Tell you to hold it for a minute. Maybe you start feeling the weight of the glass and the water. Tell you to hold it for 10 minutes. Now your arm might be freezing, or you might be feeling your muscles tightening up. Now tell you to hold it for an hour. It will be almost impossible for most of the people. And the weight has not changed. It's not much. It's how long we are carrying it. Same thing with our beliefs, with our thoughts, with our anger, with our emotions, with our heartbreak. There's nothing wrong to hold into it for a moment, but not too long. And letting it go doesn't mean that you don't care. Letting it go doesn't mean that you bubble yourself up and you're not aware of what is going around the world. Letting it go just means you're not holding it on your body, on your mental, physical, emotional, energetic, or spiritual body. You are releasing it and maybe asking yourself, asking your leaders, asking your divine team, what can I do? How can I show up? How can I help? Letting it move through you and then doing something about it. Sometimes we feel the pain of others. Sometimes we feel the anger of others. That's okay. That makes us human. That's make you empathetic. But you can't take away their pain and hold it onto yourself and then hold it, hold it, hold it. You can help them walk through it, see the light through it. Maybe just hug them. And then you need to take care of your energetic body, however works for you. Some people go to a boxing ring or a boxing punching bag. Some people dance. Some people rage clean. Some people create. Some people meditate. Some people pray. Some people protest. Some people write letters. Some people make calls. There's no right or wrong. It's how it works for you. What works for you? And what works for those around you. I want you to tap now and focus on your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is above your head, in the center of your head, where a crown would be, about like an inch above your head. And the crown chakra is the chakra that connects with the higher power, with the universe, the divine team, whoever you have faith or hope in, maybe your ancestors, your lineage, maybe other elements, water, fire, air. Whatever works for you is connecting to something that's bigger than you. Maybe connecting with humanity, something bigger above you, outside you, that's here to guide you, that's here to protect you, that's here to love you. So I like to connect with my divine team or my universe. And my divine team is everyone I believe in. And because of my background, I'm a Hindu. I grew up in a Hindu household. I went to Catholic school. I have friends who are Buddhists and Muslims. And so I've tapped into different religions and spiritual beliefs. So my divine team is very eclectic, depending on the energies I'm working for within myself or with others. In my divine team, my ancestors are there too, those that I've met and some that I haven't met. But they're here to support me, to guide me, to love me, to protect me. I believe in one higher power, but the representation is many. However, your beliefs are, just connect with something that's above you. And I want you to imagine a beam of light coming from the universe. And this beam of light is showering over your crown chakra. And some of this light will slip away through your aura. The aura is your energetic boundary, and it's going to slip away. It's going to wash away your aura. You can imagine it like a shower that's washing away anything, any clutter, any beliefs, any thoughts that are not yours, that you may be carrying from other people. Again, not good, not bad. It's just energy that you don't need to carry. And sometimes you will know you're carrying the weight of the world in your aura when you are like, I'm sad, but I don't have anything to be sad, but I'm sad because something is happening beyond me. Or maybe you have this paralyzing sensation of like, I don't know what to do because I hear this conflicting information or thoughts or conflicting beliefs. You're hearing the outside world before your inner world. So we are going to wash all of that away. Now I want you to imagine that there's a drain in front of your feet, and this drain goes directly to the core of Mother Earth. So any energy that we are releasing from our body, we are washing away from our body, is going to go to Mother Earth to transmute this energy, to transform this energy, make it fresh, renewed energy. So feeling it, imagine it, washing it away, and it's focusing on the upper part of your body right now. So your head, even your hair, every single strand of your head, the back of your head, the back of your neck, the back of your shoulders, and the upper part of your back. Um, that's where we carry a lot of the tension, and a lot that we carry in the back of our body energetically means things that we haven't processed, things that we don't know what to do or we don't have time to focus on it. We keep it in the back of our body energetically. When something is in the front of our mind, is something that we know we have to take action, is a deadline, there's a time limit, something important, something we need to do. When we put it in the back, it's like, yes, I need to do this, but right now I don't have the capacity or the resources or even the knowledge, so I'm going to put it in the back. They want to release a lot of that tension, and our nervous system is there, it's in the brain, right? So they want to work on that. So I just want you to keep on breathing. You might feel, you might hear, you might see things, or you might not. Just know that this healing is to calibrate the energy of your nervous system. So it's not in overdrive mode. It's also not shot and underdriven, like not working. It's just calibrating. What they're showing me is kind of like the network, right? Like of our nervous system in our brain, and how they are sending golden light, Very soothing golden light. It's not like shooting it up, it's not fast. It's very slow moving, but like clearing the nervous system, clearing it from any clutter mentally, energetically, emotionally, physically. So maybe you can see this golden light through your brain, soothing it, calibrating it, because we don't want to soothe it so much that it just goes into sleep mode. We want to be active, we want to be ready, but not in overdrive mode. It's decluttering what it needs to declutter. It's going also to the heart, so it's connected with the heart. So I want you to see the same network of light through your heart, kind of every blood vessel in your body, but we are going to start with the brain and with the heart. And if you feel like crying, it's okay. If you feel like yawning, it's okay. If you even feel like shouting, it's okay. Sometimes we need this physical burst of yawning or crying or shouting to get it out of our system. Sometimes we need to move, sometimes we need to jump, sometimes we need to tap, right? Like EFT tapping. You can do that too. You can look so many videos online. Sometimes we need the physical sensation or the physical outburst to move it along. They are doing it energetically, so you might feel it. But if you feel like you want to do something along with it, please feel free to do that. They're going through the back of your neck and the head. And what that's showing me is like yarn. Kind of if you have a project, a knitting project, and you have yarn of different colors and they're all entangled. So they're kind of organizing it so you can think clearly. And some of these yarns, maybe they're not for this project, they're from older projects, so they're going to release it. They're letting it go to Mother Earth. And some of this yarn is the main yarn you need for this project, so they're putting it in the front. Maybe this yarn, some of the yarn is not even yours, or even a past project is someone else's. So they're organizing neatly and they're going to send it back to Mother Earth. And if it's needed for the other person, Mother Earth will give it to that person. But it's not yours to give to someone, it's not yours to carry, it's yours to let it go. To know that everything that lets go doesn't mean that you're dropping responsibility, because there's someone being nervous about that. But I have responsibilities, I have things to do. Yes, releasing the weight doesn't mean that you release the responsibility. It's just releasing the emotional pain, the physical pain, the overwhelming thoughts around it. Now more than ever, we need to be present. We need to be aware of the now, not living in the past, not anxious about the future, but being present, taking one step at a time. We don't need to see where the stairs are leading us. We're just taking one step at a time. And we are asking the universe, your divine team, we're asking the Mother Earth, we are asking them to guide us one step at a time. And what they're showing me is to trust it like a baby trusts the parents, right? A parent doesn't say, okay, we're going to dress you up, we're going to change your diaper, we are going to wear your shoes, we are going to eat something, we're going to go outside, we're going to drive to the park, we are going to play for so many minutes. Like sometimes you give some awareness to the child, but you don't have to detail it everything, because the kid will get overwhelmed, will not know where to start. You give them one action item, especially when they're toddlers. Bring your shoes, wear your coat. You can't even give them two sometimes. And then as the maturity level and they can start understanding better, we give them two. And when they're teenagers, we can give them even a recipe to follow. But it starts slow. So trust yourself with Mother Earth, with the universe, with your divine team, whoever you believe in, and tell them, show me one action at a time, show me one step ahead of me, so I know what to expect. And as your nervous system calms down and you feel more calibrated, you can say, okay, show me until the next block, or show me the next hour, show me the next day. And as you raise your energy and you keep on calibrating your nervous system, show me what I need to do in the next week. What actions do I need to take? How do I show up? But you start small. Trust the universe, Mother Earth, your divine team. That is like a parent. They know what is best for you. And they will take you one step at a time. They should know what is best for you. They're correcting. Some people have trauma because their trusted adults couldn't be trusted. The universe has your back. And sometimes they're waiting for us to ask for permission, to give them permission, sorry, to give them permission to take care of ourselves, to show us limited. We're going back to the heart, that's soothing it. What they're showing is scars, and scars are kind of like when our heart breaks, either for ourselves or for others. And even if it heals, sometimes scars remain. So they're sending blue, pink, and golden light to soothe the heart, to heal those scars. To allow your heart to breathe, to have heartbeats in the right way, in the right pace. So your body doesn't feel anxious, doesn't feel overactive or underactive. Now they're going to the back again, but the middle part of the back, and they're just calibrating the energy through the spine, the vertebrae, and all the energy around the back of your organs too. So you might see energy going up and down through your spine, or going through your ribs. Your ribs are expanding to allow you to breathe and to hold more energy, and is going through all your organs from the front and the back. Sometimes some people maybe you're having some physical symptoms or medical symptoms that you need to take care of. Doesn't mean that needs immediate action, but you need to take care of it, have it checked out, change your diet, change what you're eating, change what you're drinking. Know that every step you take, every action you take, helps you calibrate your nervous system and your body and your emotional well being or not. So, what you drink, what you eat, what you consume, and consuming the same, drinking, smoking, consuming media, consuming news, the people you are around, the energy you are around it, everything affects your well being. So they want you to be very aware of it and use your own discernment. What works for someone doesn't work for everyone. And they're showing me a diet. Like some diets work for some type of bodies and some diets don't work for those type of bodies. Everyone is different. Your nervous system, your emotional well-being, your physical body, your spiritual and energetic bodies are different from other people. So use your discernment. Does this work for me? Someone is telling me to pray. Does this work for me? Maybe praying frustrates you. Maybe you don't feel like there's anyone religious or spiritually or high above, and that frustrates you. Maybe for you is feeding the homeless. Maybe is donating to a worthy cause. Maybe that suits your soul. Do what works for you. What works for you might not work for others. What works for others might not work for you. That's why they keep on showing me different, like tapping, touching, hugging your body, even box breathing for some people. Like start with breathing in for 4, holding your breath for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds. For some people, that regulates your nervous system. For some people, it's dancing. Some people is rage cleaning or just cleaning, just doing something for your well-being and for your surroundings. Some people is a shower or a bath. Discern what people tell you is good for you, even what I'm telling you, and make make your choices, make your decisions. Tap into your inner self and say, is this good for me? Does it feel good or not? Not because someone is doing is good for you. Discernment is keeps on coming. This word keeps on coming for the last 4 or 5 months has come for me. Discernment is the key for this year. Discernment is the key for your well-being in all aspects. Take a deep breath in and out, anchoring this word discernment. Now the calibrating your heart. So you might feel like a spiral movement or like spiral energy. You might see colors. That calibrating it so it can feel, because sometimes when our nervous system is shot or overdriven or underdriven, we can't feel anymore. We can't. We don't have the capacity to feel for others, even to feel for ourselves. So they are opening up, calibrating your heart so you can feel, so you can have empathy, you can have sympathy, you can have compassion for others, but also for yourself. It's very, very important that you take care of yourself and you have compassion towards yourself. Maybe you made a decision. Maybe your beliefs were a certain way and now you regret it. It's okay. Have compassion with yourself and move on now in the way that feels aligned to you. We learn by making mistakes and then doing better. When we know better, we do better. When you know better, do better. That's all it's asked from you. Breathe in and out, knowing that you're allowing yourself the same compassion you want to give to others. And you're giving others the same compassion you're giving yourself. It needs to be calibrated. Don't beat yourself up if you made the wrong step, the wrong decision, the wrong belief, the wrong words. Do better. Correct yourself and do better. Don't beat yourself. They're going to the lungs, so they're asking like breathing. Like we forget to breathe consciously, right? And sometimes we're shallow breathing, which is not bringing oxygen to your brain, is not bringing oxygen to your body, is not allowing your heart, your mind, your soul, your body to feel well. Because when we are shallow breathing or we are anxious, or maybe like breathing too fast, we shut up our nervous system, we shut up our well-being. So breathing is going to be very, very important. Again, box breathing, just consciously breathing, like what we did in the beginning, not even trying to regulate your breathing, just observing your breathing and noticing how deep it goes or how what pace it goes, not trying to control it, not trying to judge it, just breathing. And they're saying that's why action is so important. When we are forgetting to breathe, or we are breathing very shallow, very, very anxiously breathing, what happens is like we're not letting oxygen come in. So, action like dancing, running, walking, shoveling, cleaning, movement with your body makes you kind of be more conscious about your breathing, right? Like making your breath a bit deeper. So moving your body allows your energy to shift, your nervous system to calm down, your breathing to go more conscious. Like it might feel like you are out of breath, but that's how you build strength in your lungs, how you build capacity in your lungs, right? Like you if you haven't never ran, like you run for a minute, you're out of breath, but the more you do it, your lungs get used to breathing deeper, holding the breath, like the capacity increases, and then you can breathe through the run, right? Like you see the marathon runners sometimes walking, talking while they are running. And maybe if you've never done that, you're like, how can they do that? Because they've practiced and strengthened the body. So the same thing they want you to do. Breathing is going to be so important for you, for relaxing your mind, relaxing your nervous system, relaxing your body. Just 1 minute. Put an alarm, 11:11. You just breathe for a minute, right? They're going now to the legs. So from the hips, thighs, knees, shin, like ankles, feet, all of that lower part, they are they're doing various things. Um, what they're saying is like the lower part of our body, our legs, is how we move forward, right? How we hold ourselves still, right? How we balance ourselves, how we move forward, the speed in which we move forward, the certainty in our steps, um, they how big the steps, how small steps. So the legs represent how you move forward. And for some of you, your legs are paralyzed, like kind of in fetal position, or sometimes just like my legs are not working. I don't know what to do. For some people, you are running, and sometimes not running towards a goal, but running away. And for some people, you want to run, you want to move, but you don't know what direction. You don't know how to move or where to move. Big steps, small steps, you have no idea. So they're calibrating the legs. So it will be different for everyone. They're calibrating your legs, they're energizing it. Um, one, so you can hear your heart, you can hear your brain, you can hear your soul, and you know what step to take next, what direction to even point out. They're showing me the hips, and they're shaking the hips, like they're moving the hips. Um, a lot of energy is stagnant in the hips for many of you. So I would recommend like either shaking your body like this, or swaying your hips, or dancing, or just exercising your hips, because a lot of the energy is stagnant and it paralyzes you. It doesn't allow you to change direction or to even take a step forward. Like it's painful to take any step. So they are saying they are doing energetically clearing, but they want you to physically also move your hips to release any tension, to release stagnation. And now that the energy is released, they're shooting it down through your legs, energizing all your body, all your lower part of your body, allowing some of this energy to go down to Mother Earth through the bottom of your feet. Any energy that's not yours, any energy that was stuck or stagnant or old, they're releasing it. Any excess of energy. Keep on breathing. They go into the tailbone. Tailbone represents security, anchoring. Sometimes it's just emotional security. Sometimes it's physical. Allowing to not know what is happening in the future, but allowing you to be safe in the now. As safe as you can be. For some people, it's completely safe. For some people, unfortunately, it's not. Relying on others. Sometimes we don't want to be a burden. Sometimes we don't know how to express what we are feeling. Sometimes we don't want to pile up on someone who's already feeling maybe similar like us. But sometimes sharing how you feel helps other people know that they're not alone. Sharing that you're scared, sharing that you're frustrated, sharing that you're angry, sharing that you're nervous, sharing that you're frozen. Share with your safe people. Discernment is coming again. You don't share with everyone and anyone. It's not like I go online and I post of how I'm feeling. It doesn't work for everyone. It shouldn't be the place where you release. Sometimes it works. You have to discern who you're sharing with because not everyone has the same intention as you. So maybe they might misconstruct your words. Maybe they might misinterpret your feelings. Like maybe they dismiss it. Maybe they think you are being overly dramatic. We don't want that. So you have to discern who you share with. Even if the other person is holding a lot, maybe they're like, okay, you know what? Remind me to breathe when I'm anxious. You tell someone, remind me to breathe. Remind me to go and have a shower. Remind me to move. Remind me to eat. So you're not giving them the responsibility to make you feel better, but like kind of just being, hey, have you eaten? Hey, have you showered? And you do the same thing for them. That's what we need right now. Community, compassion. It's not big acts of bravery. It could be if you can do it. Small acts of kindness, of compassion, of love, of care towards yourself and towards others. They're going through the back, so like the back of the knees and the calves is what they're showing me. To just energizing, releasing the muscles, calibrating the knees. The knees sometimes represents ego, and ego many times is considered bad. Like when you have an ego, right? Like you're egotistic, you're selfish. That's when it's overdriven, right? But when it's underdriven, it's like kind of like you don't have an opinion. You go with what other people say because you don't have an opinion. You don't have a sense of self, my opinions, my feelings, my energy, and so you just let yourself go. You just move along with the crowd, and they don't want that. They don't want that. They want you to be aware of yourself, knowing that you're different than others, knowing that maybe what works for other people might not work for you, and vice versa. Knowing that you don't know all the answers, but no one does. There's no leader, there's no guru, there's no even spiritual leader that knows everything. They want you to have a sense of self. Yes, learn from others. Yes, get help from others if you think they are an expert in certain things, but no one has all the answers. You have to have a sense of self and discern what is good for you, what you like, what you don't like, etc., etc. But going back to the heart, increasing your capacity to love, even in those moments when you don't think you can, even when you have been heartbroken, maybe betrayed. Maybe when someone is trying to convince you that your feelings are not real, to have the capacity to love unconditionally, not necessarily the other person, but yourself. And then once you have the capacity to give love to yourself and compassion to yourself, you can give it to others. Creation is going to be very important for many of you. Creation, something like a poster, a meal, baking, a vision board, creating kind of when we're doing something, sometimes it disconnects the brain from what is going around so you can focus on what you are creating, right? So that's an act that you can do to disconnect from the world a bit. But creation moves the juices. Same thing as the capacity to breathe, right? Like your lungs need the workout to learn how to breathe more, deeper, and have a bigger capacity to breathe. Same thing with the creation, right? Like when we are in fight, flight, or freeze mode, we are not creating. And what we need now in the world is more creation. And creation can be art, creation can be a meal, creation can be an idea, creation can be a plan to keep people safe or to take care of someone. It's not only art. We need more creative people in the world to come with solutions we haven't thought before, would come with ideas that are revolutionary, to come with art that sings to our soul, that makes us happy, that makes us smile, to come with words that make us think. We need more creative people. And again, creative is not just in one mode. So don't think of yourself, oh, I'm not creative. Maybe you make the perfect meal. Maybe you bake the best baked goods because you'll follow a recipe like a scientist. All that is creation. They're giving you a gift. So you might see hands in front of you. You might see a deity or a divine team or the universe. They're giving you something, and you might see hands, or you might see energy, or you might feel something. And even if you don't, the gift is given. This gift is in their hands. You might know the meaning of it, or you might not know. It might be an object, it might be a feeling, it might be an emotion, it might be a thought they're gifting you. And when we end this recording, I want you to write it down, even if it doesn't make sense to you. And you can put it in the comments if you feel like, or you can write it in your journal, on a diary, or a voice memo. But for many of you, this will unlock something for you that will allow you to move forward. They're energizing now your brain. Calibrating your nervous system again through all your body, releasing any tension in your body, in your brain, in your mind, in your heart, in your shoulders. So much in the shoulders. Allowing yourself to be helped by Mother Earth, sustaining you, by the divine team, helping you, guiding you. And I want you to put your hands in your heart and tell yourself aloud or by whispers, I am safe. I am whole. I am ready. I am love. I am compassion. And I will let my soul guide my next steps. I will use discernment to guide my actions, decisions, and steps. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I want you to breathe in and out, anchoring this feeling in your heart, in your body, in your mind. Kind of keeping it as an essence in a bottle for when you feel nervous to come back to this. And slowly, slowly, I want you to come back to the present time. To the now. To the here. I want you to gently sway your body, your toes. And when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes. Thank you again for being here. I hope this healing helped to calibrate you. I hope there's something in here that talked to your soul. I love you so very much, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.